And before we get down to the final three, here to induct the O'Reilly brothers, Sean and Tim, Mr. John Callahan.
You know, sometimes when, especially when you're a little kid, you're going on a trip somewhere, and you know, or a vacation, and you think, you know, if I could bring my friends along, this is going to be one hell of a trip. Well, today it became one hell of a trip, because not only do I go into the Hall of Fame, but two of my good friends go into the Hall of Fame. Back in the early 80s, Tim and Sean were breaking in with Walter, and I was already in New York, and I would come back and do spot shots for Walter, and go up to the gym and work out with them. And there was something special about these guys. They just seemed to have the right attitude for the business. And I had gone off to other places, and when it came down to Springfield, we were working Northeast Wrestling. And at that time, there was a falling out. The Montreal office was actually in there first, and things didn't go right. And so Bob Backlund became the booker. And he asked me if I knew any local guys that were on work. And my first call went to Tim and Sean, to bring them in. Because I knew that if I had guys who were really good guys, my job was going to be a heck of a lot easier to be over as a villain. And that's exactly what happened. And thank you, boys, because we tore down the house many nights. In fact, every brawl I got into outside the ring was wrestling you guys. In Dorchester one night, I was supposed to turn on Rudy Diamond, and I went to grab the ring bell to hit him over the head, and I feel somebody grab me from behind. I said, okay, Tim and Sean are in the ring, and Rudy's in front of me. Who the hell's grabbing the bell? I turn around, there's some drunk guy there. So I proceed to punch this guy in the face. I think it was you. And of course, they stayed in the ring, being the true champions that they are. Don't get involved in the outside brawls. So I had to fight my way all the way back to the dressing room, because of course I've already turned on my tag partner. I can't rely on him anymore. But we had a lot of good times over the years. And one of the very special times for me was I did an angle with Sean, and we ended up doing a handcuff match. It was at a ballpark in Milford, Mass, which is my hometown. And Sean came in and graciously put me over on that match. And we, again, tore the house down that night. And then I had another match with Timmy. We were doing a show for the Boston Sports Museum. This is Dave Cowan's thing for all the Boston sports. And they had Celtics greats. They had Bill Russell. They had John Havlicek. They had Bob Cousy and JoJo White. They had Bruins players. They had Phil Esposito and Bobby Orr and Jerry Cheevers. And Red Sox players had Yaz and Rico and Jim Lonborg. And then there was us. But we were the main events that night. And we got there about 1:30 in the afternoon, and Bob Cousy says, hey, there's beer in the refrigerator if you want it. Cool, it's beer. So we started drinking at 1:30, but we didn't go on till 5 o'clock. So just before the match was going out, if you don't remember Dana Carpenter, he was a midget, and Dana was the referee for the match. So as I'm getting ready to go out there, I said to Sean, bet you a six-pack I can suplex the midget. And Sean said, you'll never catch him. I said, watch me, I'll catch him. So we get going in the match. Now, Timmy knows this is going to happen at some point. Get to the end of the match, I gouge his eyes, he goes down in the corner. Dana gets in front of me, goes to check on Timmy, I grab him by the scruff of the neck, pull him back. So he goes back in, check him again, grab him by the scruff of the neck, pull him back. Third time in, I grabbed him in the front chancery, threw his arm over my head, and all you saw was little feet going up, yelling, no! He's cracking up in the corner the whole time. But you guys have been really, it's truly an honor to induct you guys. And there's a lot of people, as I said before, that you meet in this business and they're acquaintances, but it's really something to induct friends. Thank you very much. Could you show the love for Tim and Sean, the O'Reilly brothers?
Sean O'Reilly, and I'm a host. Wrong meeting, sorry. Just want to keep it very brief, but you know, looking at the lineage of Kowalski, you know, we were amongst the first camps of Walter, and I see so many guys through the years that have that went through Walter also. And one of our early brothers said that, you know, professional wrestling is a brotherhood. And there's one thing that I also realized tonight, where you could have the greatest workers in the business, like Ricky Martel, to the worst worker in the room, myself. And Walter Kowalski looked us all in the eye one time or another and said, "Your match was their shits." Thank you very much, everybody. Thanks, Joe.
So, just a couple quick thank yous. First, thank you to Orlando Silvera, Travis Funk, for working us with Joe Bruin to get us inducted tonight. Thank you, Orlando. Another thank you to Joe Bruin as well for giving me and Sean the opportunity to have my family here, family and friends here, and they can hear lots of stories about, you know, when we were wrestling, and that is the best thing that I can happen. I have friends here from high school. I have my brother, and I have my family. My daughter graduated from college last weekend. Another daughter in college. My son's in high school, and you know what? What I found in the business was there's not many people that stay married. Okay, I got out of the business. I got married, and it's 25 years to Linda this October, and we're doing Hawaiian Cruise. That was the choice I made. I left the business, and I couldn't have made a better choice because of what I have today. Thank you, everyone.